Hello everyone, welcome to iCourage. This is going to be my first video in 2024. So if this is your first time, I welcome you. And this channel is basically for people who really want to study or who really want to migrate to Australia. So I am going to make my first video in 2024 and I'm going to dedicate it to students or people who want to migrate to Australia. And of course, I'm just going to explain to you the various programs and occupations that are currently on demand in Australia that you can consider. So I entreat everyone to subscribe to my channel if this is your first time and you love this video. Give it a thumbs up and share this with everyone who would require this particular information. So let's get started. All right, so welcome back everyone. This is still iCoach, and as a reminder, please subscribe to my channel and become part of the iCoach family. And in 2024, I've got lots of information to give you. So let's start with 2024 skilled migration visa nomination program. So this is basically migrating to Australia. Precisely, this is the state nomination for Victoria, which is Melbourne. That is the capital city of Victoria, Melbourne. So in 2023-2024, the nomination is currently open for visas subclass 190 and subclass 491. These are all permanent residency visas that you can apply for. Now, I'm not going to tell you the process involved in this particular application or this particular migration stream. I'm going to dedicate a different video to that. In this particular video, I'm just going to explain to you the various skills or occupation that are in high demand. Now, they call it priority occupations, and this is very important also to students who want to study in Australia, because after your student visa you would want to consider staying permanently. Is that not so? Everybody wants to really travel overseas, have their fantastic overseas education, and if you love the country, why not? You would want to consider staying longer or permanently. So there are specific programs that can lead to permanent residency. They are called the priority occupations. So if you are a student, you might want to consider programs in that particular occupation. But if you are already in your home country and you're working in these areas of occupation, you might also consider migrating straight from your home country to Australia through the skilled migration visa nomination program. Okay, so I am just going to quickly go to the priority occupation, and then I'll explain to you later all these. So let me go straight to priority occupation. Okay, so let me say priority occupation. Let's see what comes up here. Supporting information, skills supporting, nomination, blah blah blah, about us, priority occupation, college and training, looking for work in Melbourne, priority occupation. Let me see, skilled nomination visa subclass. Okay, priority occupation list. Let's see what comes up. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go here and see what comes up. Okay, nomination obligations. No, so this is not what I'm looking for. Let's see this one. Okay, not this one. Nominated occupation. Let's see. All right, this is what I am talking about. This is the page I've been looking for. So on this page, what does it say? Nominated occupation. So all occupations on the relevant, so the department that actually assesses all occupations and grants visas to applicants. The department is called Department of Home Affairs, and they have got all the list of occupation. I'm not going to take you to that page today, but today I'm just telling you or explaining to you the specific programs uh, that are prioritized for Victoria nomination, or that are prioritized in terms of those who want to study. So it says certain occupations in the following industry sectors will be prioritized. Now, in terms of the priority, for applicants who are applying directly to the skilled migration program, usually when your application is received, your application is given a priority, meaning that they have a shorter time frame for your outcome of the application, and it's usually 3 to 5 business days. How cool is that? Like, you apply for a visa, and within 3 to 5 business days you get a response. This is super, super cool. But this won't happen unless your occupation is in the priority list. Now, let's look at these lists. So first we have health. After COVID and even before COVID, there are so many countries who are still struggling to actually get the health system back to life. So there are many countries struggling to actually get a lot of health workers in the health sector. So health is, you see, it's even on the first list. Health is very, very important, and so many health workers have got the opportunity to travel overseas because of skilled migration. So Australia is one of the countries that you can consider if you're a health worker, if you're a nurse, if you're a medical doctor. And even in nursing, there are different areas in nursing, which I'm sure you as a nurse, you know better than I do. So, in subsequent episodes, I will take each of these occupations and tell you exactly which area they are looking for, and tell you exactly how you can apply through the assessment process to travel to Australia straight as a permanent resident. So, first of all, the first list on the priority list of occupation is health. Now let's go to the second one, which is social services. Social services includes community workers, social workers, welfare workers, disability support workers. All these are part of the social services sector. So if you are in this sector back home and you would want to consider traveling to Australia, I'm just going to explain to you later in other episodes how you can apply for your assessment and apply for your visa. So take note of that and make sure you subscribe to my channel for some of these important information. Now the next one is information communication technology, which is ICT. There are different diverse areas in ICT. I'll take you through all of them to know exactly how you can also apply for assessment as well. So make sure you subscribe if you are interested in that. Now let's come to education. In education, they are also quite specific. So they want early childhood teacher, they want primary school teacher, they want secondary school teacher, or they want a teacher who teaches in special education. So these are very specific areas in education. So maybe you're back home and you're an early childhood teacher, maybe you're teaching toddlers, or you're teaching toddlers between ages 3 and 8, mostly pre-primary, or some countries call it kindergarten, but Australia they also call it kindergarten. So if you are teaching in early childhood settings, or primary or secondary or special education is basically school for the deaf, school for the blind, school for the disability. These are all considered special education teachers. If you are teaching in these areas, you are actually eligible to migrate directly to Australia to come and teach. But there are some requirements that you need to take. I will take you through these requirements in other episodes. So make sure you subscribe, okay? We have advanced manufacturing as well on the list. You may be wondering, what is advanced manufacturing? Is my qualification and my experience actually in this area? No, no, not to worry about anything. I'm going to take you through each of these sectors in other episodes. This is going to be one of the amazing things you'll be doing in 2024. We have infrastructure. We will be talking more about that. We have new energy. New energy can also be renewable energy, sustainability. There are different areas in the new energy. We will go through that as well. And the final one is the hospitality and tourism. So this area is considered for only the 491 visa. So if you are wanting to travel to Australia, the priority will only be given if you're applying for the 491 visa. The 491 visa is basically the regional visa. So basically, when you travel to Australia, you'll be staying and working in regional areas. So regional areas are a little bit at the outskirts of the city, or the outskirts of the whole Melbourne as a city. So that is considered regional area. So the hospitality and tourism visa is only prioritized for 491, which is if you are choosing to work and stay in a regional area. Now, let's read something very important here. It says for 491 applicants that are offshore, offshore means you are not in Australia, you are currently in your home country. We are currently prioritizing candidates with skills in healthcare. So you see, for healthcare workers, social workers, and education. So you see, it means that in these areas, apart from hospitality, any other applicant who is currently offshore, like you watching me from your home country, you will be prioritized for healthcare, any area of healthcare, social services, any area, and education, any of these areas in the education listed above, your application will be prioritized. It will be given 3 to 5 business days time frame. Super, super, super cool. So these are the priority sectors that you will need to consider when you're applying to migrate straight to Australia. Now, if you are a student and you are thinking of traveling to Australia to study in 2024, please consider these areas. You can't travel to Australia to study a course that is not on this list and be very hopeful of getting permanent residency after your study. It's going to be a long process, trust me. It is going to be a long process for you. So if you're traveling to Australia, you want to really finish your study and stay permanently, consider applying to study programs in health, programs in social services like community service, like social work, like welfare worker, like youth worker. These are all community social services. Consider studying a program in ICT. Consider studying a teaching program. Consider studying advanced manufacturing or any other program that is related to these occupations. Because as soon as you finish and you are onshore, your application will definitely be prioritized. So at the moment, the 2023-2024 skilled nomination program is open. Okay, the skilled migration program is open for the 2023-2024, and it will continue until I think the first or the second quarter of this year. So that means it may end somewhere in April, May 2024. So your chances are still open to apply if you are migrating directly to Australia. So you will ask, how do I apply? What's the process? Well, the processes are all here. But before you even apply for the process, there is a pre-application kind of checklist you need to do, and then assessment. So what I'm going to do is, in the other episodes, I will take you through healthcare, I'll take you through social services, I'll take you through education and all other priority occupations, and explain to you the jobs and the occupations that are important and are prioritized. And I will explain to you the process of your assessment and the process of your visa application. As a teacher, I would ask you, does that sound clear to you? And then you respond, yes, madam, it sounds clear. So you all understand. Cool. Now, for anyone who doesn't understand or who needs further information, what you have to do, just send me an email. My email is on the screen. My WhatsApp number is currently inactive, so you can only send me an email at the moment. But in this video in my YouTube page, please leave any question in the comment section, and then I'm very good at responding quickly to comments and then emails. So send me anyone that is actually convenient to you, and then I can explain further. But expect detailed information in the subsequent one, starting with healthcare and how we can migrate to Australia. But like I said, if you're a student and you want to study in Australia, consider these priority occupation: healthcare, social services, education or teaching, advanced manufacturing, new technology, ICT, and other ones that I may have forgotten. All right. Okay. This is iCoach, and please make sure you subscribe to my channel. But I'll see you same time in my next episode, which is going to be next week as well. All right. So stay blessed. I'll see you later.